Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Hey there. On Wednesdays, I'm supposed to show up and manifest good stuff with you, but I didn't yesterday. Did you notice? It's Thursday now. Now we're a day behind. Oh well. We're supposed to be talking with the trees right now. However, we need to actually, I feel very importantly, manifest more peace. So don't worry, I always catch up with myself. But yesterday, my man dude neighbor friend finally he came and got the scrap metal. So, that needed to be done, which was good, which was a good thing. But it's, then it was like lunch. You know what I mean? How that works. So anyways, today will be a great day for me to manifest more peace because me and my kids have dentist appointments just for a cleaning, but I instantly put quotes around cleaning because, I really just feel like a lot of dentists have you come in every 6 months so they can just make shit up wrong in your mouth. They're like, oh, and now we found this, and now we found that. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-chang. All right, so anyways, I could definitely, my point is, not that I hate going to the dentist. That's besides the point. The point is, I could certainly manifest more peace today. Oh my gosh, right? So I have like a little stack. I got a stack of cards for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards with the word peace. Yeah, they all have the word peace, except for one has peace offering. That's white buffalo calf woman. And voice of peace. Opening the 5th chakra. That's what we'll end on. So anyways, we've got some beautiful cards. Peace is truly what we all desire, what we all thirst for. We want to enjoy our lives. We want to be content. We want to feel peace. I think it's safe to say that is at the heart of every human being. That is a desire and a wish that everyone wants. And truly, it should be everyone's, in everyone's acquisition. So I forgot to close the windows, so we'll be listening to my neighbor's dog bark while we do this podcast on peace. There are so many things that we can allow or use as an excuse or just let interrupt our peace, right? Like if we let it, everything could annoy us, everything could piss us off. Like I feel like there is a message when we say, okay, I want to manifest more peace. There's almost this message too that's like, okay, well then you need to protect the peace that you have. You have to honor the place inside of you. Make sure that you don't allow anything to steal your peace away. And if we can get a solid place, a solid foundation within us, a solid awareness of inner peace, I really feel like, we can certainly get to that point where no one can take our peace away. Nothing can disturb our peace, right? And we always have that. So we'll see what the cards say. What do you think of when you think of peace? Like, does you see like a hippie man, like, hey man, putting up his 2 fingers and a V sign? Amen, peace, like there's that. Yeah, sure, okay, fine. But like, we're talking about no matter what you look like, whether you're a hippie, whether you're a yuppie, whether you're a business CEO, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, whether you work at McDonald's, whether you're 100 years old, whether you're 19 years old, like, you can have peace inside of you. You can have intentions of having peace in your life within everybody. You can hold peace, you can make peace, you can be a peacemaker, you can be a peacekeeper, right? You can literally be at peace. I wish you peace. Peace to everyone. Peace be with you. Like, think about this word that could literally pervade all aspects of our life. So anyways, today, here at Ho, we're just going to pretend it's Wednesday, but it's actually fucking Thursday. We're going to manifest more peace. So yeah, being soothed in our serenity. We have the most peaceful, perfect herb of the week, chamomile. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, chamomile. I've been drinking my chamomile tea, especially now that like my right ear and tonsil throat thingy hurts. So anyways, you guys, we're supposed to be playful and having fun this week. But you know what? If we can just settle for peace, I'm good with that. And it's so interesting, like, when you start talking about peace, I know for me here right now, like, my eyes want to be closed. And so that tells me that tells me the message that, like, peace is an inside job. It's something that we feel within ourselves. So before we can ever expect to see peace manifest outside of ourselves in the world, we must have it within us. Before there can be peace on earth, there needs to be peace within every human on earth. It's like, you guys, peace can happen on the planet, but at first it has to happen within the human. So anyways, it's very, very important for us to each individually manifest more peace within us, more peace in our lives, because that is how it will grow collectively. All right, so let's get on with our beautiful cards today. We usually start off with the Enchanted Blossoms butterfly, and we will get to that. However, the way I stack these cards, there's one in front of it. It's a very short card, and there is a beautiful woman on it, and she's I love how her hair is, like, it's sectioned into like quadrants and tied in little knots, like, so she's got all these little buns all over her head, and her necklace too is like a diamond necklace, but it's got like 3 different knots in it too. So it's kind of an interesting picture. It's actually a drawing, but it's so real life, I just said photo. This is from Cheryl Richardson's Grace cards. And this woman's kind of looking down to the side, but like within her, right? And on the back of the card it says, when we balance silence with activity, we discover true peace of mind, the source of all joy and happiness. So the source of all joy and happiness is true peace of mind, and that occurs when we balance silence with activity. Then we will discover true peace of mind. So it's like meditation, quietness, solitude, going within, reflecting, breathing, yogaing, whatever. It is absolutely required and essential to your life. So you must take time. Maybe like her necklace has the 3 diamonds, 3 times a day. 3 times a day, sit quietly, close your eyes and breathe. right? Many, many times as you need during a day. Go within, feel quiet, feel peace, feel inner joy, feel, like chamomile said, feel held by that warm, lighted, loving energy inside of you, right? It's like sometimes people need this so much and they don't realize it, and then what they find in their life is that they take a lot of naps and they sleep a lot because they need to be held by the non-physical and the divine and their higher self, and the best way for them to do it is to sleep. My mom said to me the other day, Aunt Rita, which is my grandmother's sister, so she would be like my great Aunt Rita. Is that how that works? Something like that. It's my mom's Aunt Rita. Anyways, she says, so Pam called me today and just let me know that Aunt Rita has pretty much been sleeping for 2 weeks. So Aunt Rita's in her 90s, and yeah, that's probably, she's just going to sleep her last month or two off here, you know what I mean? Because if it's peaceful, it's a peaceful way to exit, and you know, it feels good to get into that place when I think she broke something. I don't know if she fell and fractured. I'm not sure the details, but when the body does not feel good, we sleep. Okay? So when the mind does not feel good, we need to go within, right? And so a lot of people don't know how to meditate, or they don't give themselves the time to breathe or learn how to find that still space. So their natural and beneficial reaction is to sleep. So anyways, then they feel better. So I'm not condemning it at all. I think sometimes that's the only thing you can do. But then once you get functioning in your life, you know, make sure that you discover true peace of mind when you balance your activity with silence. Okay, so silence is golden. Silence is important. I wish my dogs knew the meaning of silence when I was recording a podcast. So anyways, peace is what we're manifesting more of today. I'm going to put this lady up in the top right corner because I love how she's looking downward, like diagonal. So it'll lead us beautifully into our southern I want to say comma, C-O-M-M-A. Yeah, comma. But when I first read it, I thought it said coma because we had been talking about sleep. So this butterfly is a southern comma, C-O-M-M-A. But just hilariously, if you took away one of those M's, it would be the southern coma. And it is on a branch, an olive branch. So this is a perfect orange and green. Orange and green, they look so good together on this card, the butterfly and the olive leaves. And it is a message of peace. So here today, all this week, all this weekend, for the rest of our lives, we need to manifest more peace. All right, so let's talk about the olive trees, because that's like super famous for being a symbol of peace. You see like a white dove carrying a little olive leaf or branch in its mouth. You know, very symbolic. Olive trees have been growing. Olive trees have been growing for at least, get this shit, 20 million years. Olive trees have been growing for at least 20 million years. Most famously cultivated by the Greeks, humankind has been using olives as food source since the Bronze Era. The oil is used in cooking, beauty products, and as fuel. In one of the earliest written records of the olive, it is depicted as a symbol of peace in a Greek myth about Athena and Poseidon. You know who I mean. In a fight over Athens, Poseidon. But I need to learn my names. I know that. Anyways, he thrust his spear into the ground, creating a well of seawater and claiming it for himself. Athena responded by planting an olive tree near the well. The gods deemed her gift the more significant, and thus Athena peacefully made her claim on the land. Since then, olive branches have been used as symbols of peace in biblical stories, myths, and legends from many cultures. So what does this have to do with you? This card invites you to seek out inner peace for yourself. Be content with who you are amidst whatever is going on in the world around you. So it's like, be at peace with yourself. Be at peace with who you are. It is not time to fight the waves of life, but to accept them and let them run their course. With stillness in your heart, you can weather any storm and be calm. Be calm in the heart, in the heat of the moment. So with stillness in your heart, with peace in your heart, it's like you can handle any storm, okay? And you can be calm even in the heat of the moment. Inner calm is a path you should attempt to walk in all aspects of your life. So yeah, it's so nice. It is so nice to feel calmness all the time. Especially when you, quote, shouldn't, right? Like, you're like, why are you so calm? You should be freaking out right now. I don't know. I just have this inner peace. I'm not fighting the waves. I'm going to ride them out, let them run their course. So peace within you. It is not a destination or an attainment, but a living process, like a garden deep within that must be tended. Quieting your mind, letting go of distractions, being truthful in your word, and accepting who you are steps on the path to inner peace. So it's not like, bing, you now have inner peace. Well, it's a process. It's something that you cultivate, you tend to, you keep on going. You know, it's not like, oh, you've got inner peace, good job, now what? It's not like something like that. This is something that I love how they said, did they call it a living practice or something? Yeah, a living process. A living process, but really practice. Practice is more realistic, right? Because you're gonna get lots of opportunities to cultivate it more. Like your daily practice of going within, yes, will help you with the process of peace. But think of it as a daily practice. Every day I practice peace. Every day I quiet my mind. Every day I practice letting go of distractions. Every day I practice being truthful in my word. Every day I have to keep practicing accepting who I am. Every day I practice and I stay on my path to inner peace. So yes, it's a process. Yes, it's a practice. And yes, it is something, you know, that if you commit to, you most certainly can have. So there's 2 questions here from the Enchanted Blossoms Oracle by Carla Morrow. She asks, she wants you to ask yourself, in what ways can I seek peace? How can I bring peace to others? So we're pretty smart kids up in here at Ho, And we know that, like, the only way for us to bring peace to others is to first have it within ourselves. But, like, we can definitely, like, if we're put in a position where it's like, all right, I could argue with this bitch, or I could, like, literally just breathe through this bitch, right? Like, instead of engaging in less peaceful interactions, why not just be quiet and breathe? Why not just feel that peace within and let the wave run its course? So it's like, there's like, okay, so if someone wants to be argumentative with you, right? They want to disturb the peace. They want to disturb your peace. The only way that's actually going to be allowed is if you engage with them. So if they come at you like a little bit combative or sassy or whatever, like smart mouth, and they want to like debate and argue and get you going, but you don't give them anything back, they're not going to keep on going for very long. They'll get bored with you and like find somebody else to pick on, right? Or they'll just see how ridiculous they are looking being like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, maybe as part of your practice, the next time somebody wants to either fight with you or maybe like even like talk shit about somebody else, like just instead of like jumping in on that, just take some moments to breathe and feel peace, right? And you're just like, I mean, you can nod your head if you want so they don't think that you're completely ignoring them, but literally just do not participate in that and let that run its course, let it fizzle out, and choose peace instead, right? So sometimes it's like all you can do is be like, yeah, I feel you, man. You know what I mean? I hear you. I understand, right? But you're not adding fuel to the fire. That's one way that you could bring peace to others. So as you're feeling more peace within yourselves, I also think that it will naturally radiate out from you, right? Your vibe attracts your tribe. As you be a peaceful person, you will attract other peaceful beings. So anyways, in what ways can you seek peace? That's what we're here to talk about today. Here, not on a Wednesday, but it don't matter. It's like, it ain't never too late for peace, okay? So even if you've been unpeaceful your entire freaking life, you can start right now with the intentions of saying, I want to manifest more peace. I want to feel more peace. I want to experience more peace. I want this peace within, and it will be my commitment to practice it daily. So I'll have to check in with my mom. I know actually just this week she started a peace program with tprf.org, the Prem Rawat Foundation. They do a lot of initiatives with peace. If you want to look up TPRF or Prem Rawat, PREMRAWAT. But anyways, that's been his message like for 40 years at least, his whole life, is that peace is within. And he was the master guru who taught me how to meditate when I was 18 or 19. And he gave me some techniques to go into that quiet space within me. And it has served me my entire life, and I'm so thankful. So anyways, definitely check out. He does a program called Keys of Peace. He does so much. And then other humanitarian work as well with water and food in poorer countries. But yeah, the thing is, it's like everyone, whether you're rich or poor, or doesn't matter what side of the world you're on, you have access to peace. It's in the heart of every human being. It's there. It's already there. You just need to know how to get to it. And very simply, that could just be quieting your mind and then feeling it. However, it is like a different place. It's not in your mind. It helps to quiet your mind, right? Peace of mind. Shut the fuck up, right? Like, I get that, but like, there is a feeling inside your heart space that you can literally go down into and feel. So doesn't that make you kind of want to start exploring that if you've never? All right, so now this one I'm going to put on this next card. It's the lavender card, and it's sort of pointing like a diagonal. I'm going to put it on the bottom right corner. So I kind of want these cards to be kind of directed, like pointed in the center. The center of you is where you'll find your peace, right? And then once you tap into it, your whole body will feel peaceful. So our next card is lavender. So lavender is a nice, relaxing plant, oil, very healing, very medicinal. And she says to us today, look for that elusive inner peace, for calm and relaxation to increase. Let go of anger and all that is bad. Find your inner happiness. Be glad. Feel joy. Sense freedom. Embrace light. Against turmoil and rage, you need not fight. So anyways, my favorite peacekeeper in my life, Osceola the Oracle, just text me. I forgot to turn off my ringtone. So anyways, do you need a little bit of rest and relaxation? I'm like maybe not the first one, but very slowly. I want to put my arm up in the air like, me, I'll take it. I want to go back to bed. Close your eyes, even just for a minute, and envision fields of beautiful lavender flowers swaying gently in the breeze. Keep a check on your temper and find an outlet for any rage. Holding anger internally will just eat you up from the inside out. So find a safe escape route for it. I mean, like, think about it. What has happened, like, just like in my podcast so far? The dogs have been barking, like people text me, like people who should know that every morning I'm recording, right? It's like you can find little things to get annoyed with or pissed off with, but holding anger will eat away at you from the inside out, and it's interference with peace. So you've got to always be watching yourself that you don't let things get to you like that. Happiness is something that probably everyone is seeking, and one of the ways to the path of happiness is peace. That deep inner peace that gives you an all-over calm and joyful feeling. Peace is incredibly hard to keep hold of all the time, but for those moments when you hit the pure happiness button, it is perfect. We make our own happiness. So decide what you want and how to get it, and go for it. Just try to hang on to that inner bubble of peace. And so I'm not disagreeing with her, but it's like, instead of trying to hang on to it, why not just continuously keep on inviting it in? Like, I don't have to hang on to you if I just keep inviting you in, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to hang on to peace like it's clingy or I'm like, as soon as you start worrying it's gonna go bye-byes, you've made it go bye-byes, you know what I mean? I would say, yeah, the best way to hang on to, quote, hang on to that inner bubble of peace is literally keep on inviting it in, right? If you want bubbles of peace, keep on blowing more bubbles. If you want bubbles in the air, keep on blowing more bubbles, you know what I mean? If you want peace within you, then keep on inviting it in. Give it a place to live inside of you. If you want peace to reside inside of you, then you need to carve out and designate a place for peace. Same thing with anything you want. If you want power, you need to give power a place to live. Now might be a good time to tell you, you already have these places inside of you. They're called your chakras, right? So it's like, look, if you want peace, if you want to give peace a place to live inside of you, then open up your heart chakra. If you want power to live inside of you, then open up and clear your solar plexus. If you want truth to live inside of you and to be governed by truth, then open up your throat chakra, right? If you want enlightenment, then open up your third eye. If you want security, then open up your root chakra. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've already got these places, these energetic homes for these feelings and experiences that you want to acquire. It's all designed perfectly, but you need to kind of step into line now and to be like, oh my gosh, you're right. Like, I can have inner peace, but I have to give it a place to live inside of me. So you open up your heart. You do your forgiveness work. You don't let things get under your skin. You don't get angry when your best friend texts you in the middle of your podcast. You don't do that. Right? It's like you've got to do the work, and it is a lot of mental work, but then you've got to close your eyes and breathe into your heart. You breathe into that literal space that you want to say, peace lives here. And you touch your chest, you touch your heart chakra. You put your hand on your chest and you say, this is where peace lives. I now allow peace to live inside of me, right? And you rub your chest, you put your hand all over your chest, like give yourself a warm fuzzy, like you just circularly, yep. You circularly rub your chest and say, this is where peace lives. And I love it, and I deserve it, and this is who I am. So anyways, lavender, right? Lavender is a beautiful, relaxing oil and scent. If you really do, and if you need help to calm down and you need help to feel more peaceful, that's when your herbal allies are going to step up and be your best friends. Truly. Lavender, motherwort, lemon balm, chamomile. There's going to be so many that are going to help you feel peaceful and help you calm down. So you can use dried lavender flowers to make a lavender pillow, and that will help you get a good night's rest. Lavender can be used in workings with that intent and will bring tranquility. So maybe take a bath, put some lavender flowers in your bath, a couple drops of lavender oil, maybe just hang a bunch of lavender over your threshold of your house to bring peace to your home and keep out negative energy. You can use it as a talisman, as a reminder, right? It's okay to have symbolism around you to say, oh yes, I see that. That reminds me I manifest peace in my life. So anyway, it also says lavender can be worn to protect against emotional abuse, to banish negative words, and to give inner strength. So lavender is really amazing. The name originates from the Latin word lavare, which means to wash. To wash, okay? It is one of the original ingredients in Four Thieves vinegar. It was originally used as a remedy for the Black Death and currently used in the practice of hoodoo. Cleopatra used its heady scent to seduce Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. Go girl. Some say that the asp, A-S-P, that did they make a spelling error? Did they forget a W? Maybe the wasp? How did Cleopatra die? That killed her was hidden in one of her lavender bushes. It literally says ASP, but the teacher inside me wonders if they forgot the W. Anyways, we'll have to look into that. But it's like, hey guys, we have really got to make powerful initiatives within ourselves to manifest more peace. So if hanging some lavender helps remind you to be more peaceful, or maybe our next card, again, we have olive. So maybe if you have access to an olive branch, that would be pretty cool. So anyways, now we're going to go on to the witch's kitchen with Olive, and we'll see what Olive has to say about peace. But yeah, lavender and olive are definitely two botanical, I guess I wanted to say symbolism or icons. Yeah, botanical icons for peace. All right, I'm steeping some lavender tea. Lavender serenity tea, maybe, from Yogi Teas, and it also has chamomile in it too, along with some other herbs, but it seems appropriate. All right, so let's talk about olive, because olive is definitely a botanical icon for peace. And so in the witch's kitchen, we have a bowl of green olives and some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, some different kinds of pimento stuffed olives, just some things going on here. And olive is about peace. Quarrels, squabbles, feuds, and stress, emotional irritations cause distress. Olive branch welcomes release. Go forth now in health and peace. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be. There, it is done. As you extend a symbolic olive branch in goodwill towards an enemy, I will ensure the peaceful outcome you desire. Going easy on yourself at this time releases your expectations of others and your control of outcomes. As a symbol of peace, my companions, tranquility and harmony, accompany me into your kitchen to remind you that this is a time to be still, to listen to the wisdom of the witch within. Hang an olive branch above the threshold to ensure your home is a sanctuary for you and guests alike. My health benefits have been honored for centuries, for I am known to boost the immune system, to fight against disease, and even revive dry and lifeless hair back to a glossy mane. Use me as a base when blending oils for your magical potions or for anointing in ritual and ceremony. And you yourself shall be blessed with the peace your soul craves at this time. So olive is coming in, and I was just thinking last night, we really need to start anointing ourselves. I went to ladies' night last night, and we were talking about thieves, vinegar and thieves oil, and back in the day, because pandemic, we started talking about plagues and stuff, and we really do need to just smother ourselves with herbal goodness right now. So for the intentions of staying healthy, but why not for the intentions of being peaceful too? So if you have chamomile oil and lavender oil, and make yourself a little anointing perfume, put it in a base with a little olive oil, and really put it on your body with intentions of allowing more peace to reside within you. But yeah, olive oils, you can even use, they have a recipe here for furniture polish and to make, or like cleaning a pan or removing paint. You can mix 2 cups olive oil with 1 cup of lemon juice and use it to polish wood. You could add a teaspoon of coarse salt to the mix to scrub out cast iron pans and kettles. Like, you can use olive oil and for a lot of different things. And if you needed to get paint, ink, or other stubborn materials off your hands, you could rub your hands, like make a little olive oil, lemon juice, sea salt scrub. Pretty much everything's going to come off. And remember how my hands were peeling the other day when we were when I got my tarot reading? They're totally fine now. It just is it's so interesting. Aren't our bodies so interesting? That's what you can say when your body acts weird. Isn't our bodies so interesting? All right, so olive, sacred to Athena. She gifted the people of Athens an olive tree. It is said that this tree grew in the Acropolis until the Persians burnt it down. Olive oil was used in Greek temple lamps and to anoint priests and kings. The island of Crete is home to an olive tree, a living monument believed to be between 3,000 and 5,000 years old. The one tree, okay? So olive definitely deserves a spot on our table here when we are manifesting more peace. Whew, okay, I might have to rearrange cards. We have 4 more. Could take over the whole table. White buffalo calf woman, another icon for peace. And she comes in today with a very purple and white card, and she's holding a peace pipe, and she's holding it out. And it's the buffalo, and she's sort of emerging out of the buffalo shoulder. It's like her and the buffalo are one. So anyways, I kind of feel like I want to lay her like kind of overlapping lavender and olive. I don't know. We'll see here. I don't know why I want to do that. But I want her down at the bottom. I feel like because the buffalo is so grounded, I feel like her energy is so grounded. I want her like at the bottom. All right, fine. Fine, Sadie. Fine, you do that. What deck is this even from? Okay, this is the Ascended Masters Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. And it is a message, a peace offering. So I numbered, these cards were not numbered when I got them. So in the guidebook, I numbered it. And it's the 25th card, 2 + 5 = 7. So it's like, yeah, your path could be of peace. 7 is my life path number, right? My whole life, I have to practice this peace. My whole life, I have to keep practicing choosing peace instead of anger, instead of resentment, instead of just empty illusions, empty distractions, right? I want peace, right? It's what it's like really, what are the only things we want? Happiness and peace and love. Love, happiness, and peace. What more could you want? So white buffalo calf woman, she would come into your reading if you're not maybe feeling peace in your life, if you're having like an argument or a misunderstanding. She wants to come in and say, everyone involved in this situation, everyone is ready to forgive and forget, okay? So a lot of times in an unpeaceful situation, the irony in that situation is probably everyone is ready for peace. But our egos keep it going, right? That, oh, I got to be right, or I have to prove my point, or resentment or unforgiveness, right? There's something in our ego that keeps it going. But the irony is, most likely, everyone's ready to forgive and forget and get on with it and get back to peace. So she wants to come in to say, please be open to seeing the other person's point of view, to help soften any hard feelings within yourself. Be open, okay? As you allow compassion into the situation, as you allow compassion in love's healing power ensures that everyone's needs are met harmoniously. So everything has a solution. Everything can be resolved. But we have to choose peace by choosing compassion, by letting love in. Leave the details about how this situation will be resolved to the infinite wisdom of spirit. So if, when I said everything can be resolved, you said how, your doubt flared up, you had a doubt flare up, leave those details to spirit. Leave that to God, leave that to your angels. Leave the details about how these situations will be resolved to the infinite wisdom of spirit. So that's like one of those circumstances where you're like, you have to just say, I have perfect faith. I believe in one power. I believe that everything can be resolved from infinite spirit, right? And all you do is leave them to it. Let them have it, and let spirit figure out the details. So white buffalo calf woman, as I just want to roll out here and see, and just be nosy, see who's out there making noise. Some guy drives here to ride his bicycle here. All right, so this truck is squeaky. Be very willing to forgive, buffalo calf woman says. Always be willing to forgive. Have compassion for everyone involved, including yourself. So it's like you gotta just go easy on everybody, especially you. If someone else is trying to make peace with you, trying to offer you an apology, how about you accept it now? Okay, that's part of having more peace in the world, is when other people want to make up or forgive or ask for forgiveness, you grant it to them. Accept apologies. Be open to peace. And then sometimes, and this is true, white buffalo calf woman, sometimes it's very, very helpful to see the humor in the situation. So if you and your family member have not talked for 17 years because of some dumb argument you had when you were young adults, do you think that's a little funny? Can you see the humor in your stubborn asses that you've literally been unpeaceful with each other for so long over something so stupid? You're going to have to learn to laugh at yourself. White buffalo calf woman is a prophetess who appeared to the Lakota Native Americans. She presented the Lakotas with a special pipe to amplify the power of their prayers and to bridge a connection between earth and heaven. As she turned to leave the tribe, she turned into a buffalo of different colors to signify the unity of all races of humanity. She promised that she would return to help bring unity and peace to earth. The sign of her return would be the birth of a white buffalo calf. So today you are invited to call upon white buffalo calf woman to instill harmony into your relationships and for world peace. Yes, peace. I wish peace for everyone in the world. So what's fun is our next card is from Australia. So all my friends down under. And I really can almost say that now because I've connected or received emails and messages, and a lot of my patrons are from Australia. And I love everyone that I interact with from Australia. I seem to just love. I just seem to love them. But I'm not picking favorites. I'm just saying I love Australia. And I love everybody, but this deck too is so cool. It is the Aboriginal Dreamtime Oracle by Mel Brown. And I love that she used these like goddess figures, and like the, you know, like I love to draw the little goddess figurine. I've been drawing her for so long. And she has 3 goddesses on this peace card. And one's brown, one's tan beige, and one's creamy whitish color. So there's 3 different skin tones, I guess, here on the card, and they're joining hands, this triple goddess energy, and it's a message of peace. Now, of course, if you've hung out with me in this deck before, you know that it has stories. This is a deck of like bedtime stories or dreamtime stories, and a lot of times it don't seem to have much to do with even what's being talked about, but they're fun and interesting nonetheless. So here's the story from the Aboriginal Dreamtime Oracle by Mel Brown about peace. In the bush, the wise woman is surrounded by her family as she exhales her last breath and peacefully passes into the next world. She is much loved and respected by her mob, and the word goes out that she has passed. There is no urgency to bury the body, as this is a process that takes time. The passing of the body should not be rushed, and we allow the spirit to pass in its own time. We gather around to pay our respects to the wise woman, and mobs gather on the outskirts in solemn silence till the right time comes and they are invited in. When the right people are present, together we paint the body and prepare for ceremony. After the ceremony, the mobs are left with a sense of deep peace as they return to their countries, having paid their final respects to the wise woman. So anyways, this is another aspect of peace, you know, that we are now leading up to, the peaceful exiting of our lives. And I've been reading the books by Lynn V. Andrew that are Native American, and you know, she says that we're all exiting, and the quality of our life can be demonstrated in our passing, in our death. So if we have lived and walked a peaceful life, then our true final, I don't want to say test, but let's say demonstration of that peace can indeed be within, you know, our final breath and how we exit out into the world. And done peacefully just demonstrates that you believe in peace, you've lived peace, you've walked peace, you've talked peace, and now you exit into the infinite peace. So the Dreamtime message from the Aboriginal Dreamtime Oracle says, take time out to find the peace that is so elusive for you right now. Peace is sometimes elusive, as the harder we try to make time for it, the further away it gets. So the message is to wait until everything lines up. Take a breath, and in that breath, find the peace that is within the very breath itself. Breathe through these difficult times. Still your mind, and peace will find you. So there is power, there is peace, there is comfort, there is clarity in this gift that we definitely take for granted for every single day, which is that of just breathing. Breathe in peace. Take a breath, and in that breath, find the peace that is within the very breath itself. And you know, on my YouTube channel, I'm reading Daniel Scranton's channelings from the 9D Arcturian Council, and they even have said this week, you know, we could literally change our life so much just by being present and breathing. We can literally activate things within us. We can settle things within us. We can literally breathe through the waves that are seemingly a little choppy and that we just need to let them play out. Breathe. If you want more peace, if you want to manifest more peace, then breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. I almost said manifest more priest. I do not want to manifest more priest in my life. Peace, yes. Priest, no thanks. All right, so take time out to find the peace. If it seems elusive to you, then breathe. Breathe and breathe and breathe, you know. Keep inviting it in. Keep giving it a place. Take time out every day, right? 3 times a day or as many times as you need to breathe in that peace, right? Plant the tree, the olive tree inside of you. Plant the tree of peace. This is a peace offering that you can extend to yourself and others. So yeah, what a gorgeous, beautiful message of peace. And we've got 2 more cards. I'm going to put this one, our next one, up way at the top. It's The Soul's Journey by James Van Praagh. Gorgeous turquoise and gold yantra mandala. I can't remember what the name of this design is, but I'm pretty sure it has the name. And it says, I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. So with our breath, let's talk about our breath some more. We can bring in peace with the very breath. And as we exhale, we can release negative energy. You can envision yourself, as I breathe in peace. I exhale all worry. I breathe in peace. I exhale all negativity. I breathe in peace. I release heaviness. I breathe in peace. I release my grievances. Right? You just keep going on until you're like literally dizzy, like me. And you really, truly start to feel better. So let's talk about peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. This is a gentle reminder that balance in the mind is imperative in order for your soul to live its true nature. At this time in your life, you are to learn the value of peace and quiet and the joy of being still. One can never be truly connected to the source when the mind is engaged with unneeded chatter. So look around your life and be conscious of what elements are taking you away from the peaceful nature of your soul. Who or what is interrupting this solitude? It is time to reconcile past hurts and perceived injustices. Your peace may also be fostered by changing your outside view. Create harmony around you physically with order and calm. Trust the voice of your higher self to create an environment in which you can truly be in tune with your soul. So yes, peace is within, and you can have it no matter what. However, you do have free will, and you are a powerful creator. So if there is something in your life that is obviously taking away from your peace, let's clean it out, clear it out, remove it now. Okay, let's do what we can to foster change within and around ourselves. As we nurture the peace within, it's okay to clean up your outside world. And if there's something that you can definitely do to bring more peace in by maybe removing yourself from a combative situation, or, not hanging out with that unpeaceful, kind of violently minded friend. I mean, you can definitely take action in your life to create an environment in which you can be in tune with your soul. So listen to your inner voice, listen to your higher self, create harmony, reconcile your past hurts and your perceived injustices, do your forgiveness work, do the Course in Miracles, right? And really just get in tune with the peaceful nature of your soul. So look around your life, evaluate your life, be very conscious if there is something that is trying to destroy your peace. If you can peacefully eliminate it, I would say do it. Okay? And as you take more steps to quieting your mind, that will help you, assist you to connect with the peace within. So that's why regularly, every day, many times a day, as often as needed, you take time to be still and go within and value your inner peace and quietude. For that last segment, I used voice to text to name it Inner Peace and Quietude. And you know how voice to text is like always trying to just sabotage it, but sometimes it's funny. It wrote down instead Inner Peace and Quiet Dude. And I left it. Inner Peace and Quiet Dude. Did I just discover a new hippie surfer dude slang? Hey man, inner peace and quiet dude. So if it's time for everyone to meditate in your bungalow where you're living with all your bros, inner peace and quiet dude. All right, so let's go within. All right, we've made it to our final card. It's called The Voice of Peace by the Magdalene Oracle by Shernanda and Kumara. This is a message of opening the fifth chakra. So the fifth chakra, so it's got all this blue. There's a tree, very well could be an olive tree, but I think it looks like a pomegranate tree. It is a pomegranate tree, isn't it? There's a water stream, which kind of then snakes up this lady's arm. It's a really interesting painting. This painting is called The Voice of Peace, and it shows the symbol of the throat chakra near a pomegranate tree, fully open to expressing the voice of the goddess. The blue snake to the right of the painting represents goddess initiation energy. So this woman, Shernanda and Kumara, painted on silk, and that is the imagery that she uses for this oracle deck. And she, in the guidebook here, she talks about what inspired her to do this painting. And she watched this one movie that reminded her of, the goddess of spring and the queen of the underworld and the pomegranate. And isn't that funny, haha, for me, that the pomegranate is one of my stalker cards? Here it is again. But anyways, this whole painting, The Voice of Peace, it speaks loudly about conflict resolution. It behooves us to resolve our inner issues. those things that are preventing us from standing in our power with peaceful intent, your grievances, your grudges, your resentments, you need to take responsibility now to heal those and resolve those in the name of peace, in the name of your inner peace, and in the name of you contributing to peace in the world. If you are still holding any amount of hate within you, you are still anchoring hate in the world. So we must resolve it now. If we are not feeling peace within ourselves, then how can conflict resolution start? It is very important to not verbally attack someone to get our point across. Humans push each other's buttons over and over again, and consequently, no conflict resolution can be gained. Sometimes, she says, if you telepathically communicate with someone in meditation or dream time with strong intent, an issue can be resolved. So maybe try to communicate with their higher selves from your higher self in meditation. Other times, direct confrontation to set firm boundaries can be productive if you can do it firmly without anger. Positive change comes from demanding an end to dysfunctional and judgmental attitudes and opinions. While you can be understanding of the reasons why someone is expressing judgment or dysfunctional behaviors, you still need to express that it's not okay for them to violate or invalidate or project their fear and shame onto you. This also closely relates to healing the third chakra, the power chakra. So in the world, like right now, sometimes these unpeaceful protests, people are justifying that, and that's actually not okay. Violence is never okay. If you want peace in the world, you do not fight your way to peace. You're going to have to peace your way to peace. If you want love, you don't fight for love, you love for love. So we must feel peace, and we must take a stand for peace now. So here is the message. We are living in times that demand our empowered actions and our voice to speak loud and clear about the injustices of the world. Open your throat chakra, your voice of peace. Your voice of peace wishes to speak. These are the correcting times of love and healing for Mother Gaia and her children. You have a part to play. Play your part as an empowered being building a new world for yourself and your human divine family. Occupy unity consciousness and embrace humanitarian endeavors to the fullest. You are an awakener. Speak your truth with clarity and courage at all times. So this oracle card may indicate a career or an endeavor that involves writing or public speaking. Be a voice for the goddess. Be a voice for the goddess. Be a voice for peace. So share your peace with everyone loud and clear. Make a stand for peace. Now is not the time to be judgment or condemning. We've all played dark parts in our life and previous lives, and now it's time for us all to come together and be an energy for bringing in and stabilizing peace on earth. So if you want more peace on earth, you must have more peace within you. Peace in your heart, peace in your mind. Peace is what your soul is just divine. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is who you are, but part of the process is getting those parts that you have created inside your mind out of the way. So do your forgiveness work, let your grievances go, embrace love, and feel peace. Be the peacekeeper, be the peace offerer, be the peace voicer. Okay? Speak peace, breathe peace, live peace, be peace, right? Be the peace that you want to see in the world. So that's where we're at, you guys, making a really, really strong commitment within ourselves and within our lives to manifest more peace. And because I cannot resist, one more thing. Peace out, Girl Scout.